Remember the time that MandJTV told a fan to die a horrible death as a joke on someone's live stream? You guys have kind of brought this up a lot, so here I am today covering it. So let's get a little breakdown. So at first I wanted to show the original video and then see whether it was an actual joke or whether he was being genuine and all that shit. But I went to find the original clip that was attached to a tweet. That shit was deleted. So I'm gonna be honest, little conspiracy theory me thinks that Michael wanted to take care of it. So yeah, obviously that's a joke, but I don't know what happened to it. So yeah, I kind of threw this video, you know, the idea I had for it completely off course. So that is unfortunate. But if you want to know why I am reporting on this, usually PokeTubers love to keep their scandals on Twitter so they can escape any sort of responsibility for their actions without losing any subs. But I think it is rather interesting to kind of just give a unique perspective and, you know, just analyze these things. This is just shit I'm interested in, and let's be real, it's great for views. So the closest thing we have to a recalling of this whole event is by the one and only, the very lovely Verlicify. So apparently, as it is painted by this lovely PokeTuber, MandJTV was apparently using a pretty serious sounding tone. And from what I remember personally, because I think I saw the clip like a million moons ago, it was pretty damn monotone. Not really serious, but yeah, maybe closer to the second one I said. So the fan said something about, can the streamer, not MandJTV, but the person who MandJTV was streaming with, they said, hey dude, can you pay more attention to the chat? And then MandJTV had some, you know, in his brain, a good idea to respond with something along the lines of die a horrible death. And then apparently the two streamers laughed. Now, obviously this is a very loose and biased interpretation of what happened. So, like I said before, my plan was to break down that original clip and analyze it, but that plan fell through terribly. So, instead, I'm going to impart some wisdom that I have no right to tell you guys, being what I do on my channel. But I think the big takeaway here is stay in your lane. So, let me explain what I mean by this. This was around 2019, and MandJTV knew where he was. This wasn't in 2016 or 2017 where he was big, but he wasn't that big guy in the PokeTuber community yet. Around 2019, he was pretty damn established. But for some reason in this guy's mind, I don't know what possessed him to do this, but his brain must have been gargling that day. But he thought it would be a phenomenal idea to tell a fan that, even though knowing that, you know, most of his fans, and keep in mind that this PokeTuber who he was collaborating with was mostly siphoning off his fan base. So yeah, his fans were essentially that PokeTuber's fans as well. So yeah, keep in mind, a majority kid audience, oh yeah, they're gonna take that die a horrible death joke really well. Once again, how he thought in the moment saying this was a good idea is beyond me. And also, something really important to consider about MandJTV's channel is, in his thing, and now most PokeTubers and YouTubers in general have a, you know, a big amount of trouble drawing the line of where, you know, you as a YouTuber starts and where you as a person starts. Now, Michael just doesn't do a good job of that. He kind of portrays this very, you know, I'm your friend type of vibe. He even welcomes himself as his first name and not by some alternate alias. So once again, most people have trouble understanding where the line is drawn. His younger audience is going to have an even more difficult time arriving to that conclusion. So with all those factor in, this was just all in all a very shitty idea and probably draw a jarring reaction by his fans. Now, that is pretty much it. So yeah, lesson of today, make it clear where you start and where you as a YouTuber ends. Make sure to stay in your lane. And if you have a majority child audience, do not tell them to die a horrible death. That is pretty much it. If you want me to cover more scandals, things, or PokeTuber related stuff in general, make sure to tell me down below. That is pretty much it. If you made it to this point, I greatly appreciate it. Have a wonderful day.